Good evening and welcome to this very special edition of MWR Experts Live. We've got a great show lined up for everyone this evening. Before we get to that, I just want to make sure that everyone is aware that this session is for the education and training of our marketing directors and is not intended for distribution to the public. Reproduction of all or any portion of tonight's session without MWR's prior permission is strictly prohibited. Don't worry, we'll make it available for you. You don't have to record it. Tonight's information will include our information on our proprietary services and our revenue sharing plan. Please note that any income scenarios or other testimonials shared this evening are for illustration purposes, are guaranteed to blow your minds, but are not intended to serve as an absolute guarantee of results. Please visit your business back office for more information, or mwrfinancial.com, or of course, makewealthreal.com. All right, with that, it's time to get started. Mike Randolph coming to you live from MWR's New England regional office. And before we get to our keynote speaker, I'm going to stop. Let me stop this share for a second, put my camera back on. Guys and gals, it is so hot right now, not just in New Hampshire, but all across the MWR nation. I gotta wear my shades. And when you guys are done with this evening, you're going to be wearing your shades. And I don't care what kind of chair you're sitting in now, you won't be in it for long. You'll be up, you'll be pacing. When you hear what we're going to share with you this evening, we're going to teach you from the architect himself how to hack the MWR opportunity. Guaranteed. Get ready to take notes. And you know what? Share this with everyone in your organization, because if you all do just a little bit, everyone's life is going to completely change for the better. I can guarantee that. All right, we're going to go back to our screen share. We've got some information that we want to get out there to everyone real quickly. I'm going to shut my camera off so I don't block any part of that screen. All right. It is time to bring up our momentum watch list. And, you know, so many companies are leaning on this thing called AI these days. Well, here at MWR, we have AI too. As a matter of fact, we've had AI since day one. It's not artificial intelligence, it's Andamo intelligence. And he is the man that is watching the momentum list. These are leaders that are on the move right now. And you know what? He watches every single day. Let's go through some of these names. We've got a couple pages to get through. Antonio Adair, Curtis Ben, Raymond Burton, Heidi Chavez, Makaya Durham, I'm sorry if I messed that up, Makaya, Jacques Edwards, Roger Jarman, Judy Lamont, Willie Moore, Dr. Ronald Morris, Sandra Spanks, Vera Wall, and the list goes on. Hang on just a second. Let's get to the next page. There we go. We have Daryl Bean, Heidi Chavez, Blue Pearl, FRBE, not sure what that stands for, but watch them. Ronald Williams, Jaquana Sims, Brian Bean, DJJ Financial, and Project 100 LLC. These are leaders on the move that we're watching this week. Next week, we're going to start interviewing some of these rising stars. Now, these aren't people at any particular rank. These aren't folks that have accomplished anything in a super short period of time or super long period of time. But these are folks that have taken this promotion and are grabbing the bull by the horns and are moving already. You know, this promotion ends at the end of next month, but you need to capitalize by getting things done right now, because there is no next month. There is only tonight. There is only tomorrow, and that is it. All right, I'm going to shut the screen share off again because we've got a gentleman that is going to come to the stage tonight. And I just want to hit a couple highlights. Now, you've heard me introduce him before, but it cannot be overstressed. This gentleman, it's funny, I was speaking to someone very near and dear to his heart today, and she didn't realize that we've been working together now for over 20 years. And I say that, I'm not bragging or complaining, just letting you know that this gentleman has had the Midas touch for 20 plus years. And instead of building companies just for himself, he decided it is time to build a premier direct sales / network marketing company in one of the most important areas in everyone's lives, which is money. And he even decided to call the company Make Wealth Real. And this gentleman, not only do I trust him with my kids and my grandkids, I trust him with my money, because he is a great guy. He wears his emotions on his sleeve sometimes, but that's what great leaders do. And I will tell you that it is very, very big honor for me to bring him to this call. And it's a very big honor for me to work with him and talk with him really on a daily basis. We have fun together, we laugh together, we cry together, and most importantly, we're building a dynasty together. And of course, that includes the aforementioned Undamo Intelligence. He's like the helicopter in the sky that's watching the traffic. But that's not who we're going to bring on right now. We're going to bring on the man of the hour, MWR's founder and Chief Executive Officer, otherwise known as CEO, the one and only Mr. Brian House. Brian, you got to turn your camera on, buddy. There you are. How are you?
I'm doing great, buddy. How are you?
Man, if I was any better, I'd be you. Now,
Hey, shoot.
I do have one
Well,
leg up on you tonight, though. I've got my gear on.
I love
Um,
it. That you do, and I need to start wearing my gear more often as well. So, but
well, I'll tell you, every Thursday night, Melissa comes up to me and she goes, "You're overcompensating." I go, "What do you mean?" She goes, "You have a shirt and a hat." I go, "Wherever the camera's pointed, I want people to know who I represent." So, yeah, maybe I'm overcompensating, but that's all there is to it. Brian,
yep,
we decided to kind of do this in an interview style tonight. We're going to have some fun with this.
sure.
I made notes. It's funny. I'm fooling myself thinking we're going to stick right right to this list and these questions. But I want to ask you point blank, what is the number one best hidden but biggest, most impactful secret that MWR and a lot of MWR QMDs are hiding right now?
Yeah, no, you know what, Mike? I noticed in the post, and guys, I got to say this. Mike and Shayna and that behind the scenes, they put out these posts and emails and announcing tonight's live and what's going on. And I noticed that you said we were going to reveal some secret, and I didn't know exactly what you were referring to, but it shouldn't be a secret. Let's just put it that way. Uh, to me, I believe the most powerful thing we have in MWR is our opportunity, and I think sometimes we get so focused on all the amazing things we do with services and our strategies and our experts and how we help people, keep more of the money that they make and make more money and multiply their money or get money to work for them, that we overlook the most important part, which is making more money. And Mike, you know me. I'm a big believer that making more money solves the majority of people's financial problems. And when I say that, I want you to know that's not to downplay what we do with our services. It's just reality, and I think people need to hear that sometimes. If you're in debt, yes, we have great services that are going to help you accelerate that and get out of debt in record time. Uh, but if you want to get out of debt even faster, make more money. You know, we have ways to get your money making money for you. You want to accelerate that process? Make more money. You want to be able to invest more, make more money. You want to be able to retire sooner, make more money. And I say all of that to say that making more money is probably the biggest financial tool that we provide. Our opportunity is the biggest financial tool we provide because it's the accelerator for everything. Okay. Granted, you can still get there with your existing income and what our experts do. But if you really want to accelerate the process, make more money. Okay. And we just added something that can help you accelerate the process too, Mike, our MWR Fundable 360 program. So, but this to me, the opportunity, that's why we're all here. Guys, every single one of you on this line, You got involved in MWR as a qualified marketing director to make more money. That's why you're here. Otherwise, you just would have became a customer. Okay. And so with that, that's what I would say to that question, Mike.
Well, you know what, Brian, you mentioned that it's also the greatest equalizer. It's the first time for many of us that we've truly been on a level playing field. Because if I come in as a QMD, can I buy my way to a higher rank? Can I buy my way into these upper bonuses and can I get greater residual income if I write the company a check?
Nope. Nope. It doesn't work that way. Doesn't work
So
that way. And we've taken a stance too, Mike. It's like we talked about this. This industry has become noted for paying leaders to come to different companies, and that's their business if they want to do that. But everybody at MWR earns their way to where they get to, and I think that's fair. I think that's a level playing field. I don't think you should ever put other people's accomplishments in the past above yours. And so we've just taken that stance, and we're going to stick to it. So we
what you're
decided
saying,
we would
Brian,
develop leaders instead of paying them to come. So
exactly. Well, and it's not only that, but I know last week we had an amazing marathon couple live streams with MWR's first multi-million-dollar income earner. Did he start in a different place than the QMD that joined yesterday?
nope, he
No.
started from the same place everybody else starts.
And
So
that's what I love about this industry, and especially what I love about MWR, because the pathway is consistent and it's crystal clear. If I want this much in residual income, I just need to accomplish this much. These things, and there's no hoops, there's no gotchas, there's no trap doors. None of that stuff exists here. If you do this, you will get this. That's it. If a brand new person that joins tomorrow builds an organization the same size as Brian Bean, with the same number of customers, he's going to get exactly the same amount of income. And that's a beautiful thing. So I'll move on to the next part of the question, because when we get into the opportunity, we're really talking about the revenue sharing plan, or what a lot of people call a comp plan. And I know that you've touched hundreds of different comp plans over the years. You've seen great ones, you've seen terrible ones, and I hate to say this, there's more terrible ones than there are great ones. There's a balancing act, because some people they want to reward the personal producer or the salesperson. There's some people want to reward the upline leadership. There's some people that say product, product, product. There's some people that say opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. There's some people that focus on stability. There's some people that focus on growth. And you balance all of these things. And I have to say, I've never seen a better balanced compensation plan / revenue sharing plan than here at MWR. And I have to ask you, and I know you have decades of experience leading into this, but what is the philosophy behind MWR's compensation plan? Why does it have the pieces that it has? And really, why is it as simple as it is?
great question. And I didn't realize you were going to ask it this way, but I'm glad you did. To put it simple, or make it really simple, is when we were putting this together, along with Ndamo's help and stuff, before you were even here, Mike, and we've done some adjustments since you've been here, or enhancements, I should say. We wanted something that we would want to go build. That's the first thing. Okay. And I think it's important. You mentioned a bunch of different things, so there's a lot to touch on. Our revenue sharing plan rewards the beginner, it rewards the mid-level leader, and it rewards the super leader. Okay. Everybody wins in our revenue sharing plan. I'll give you a good example. I don't know, and I'm going to make a very bold statement, Mike, and this is coming from a place of not putting down other opportunities. I believe you can make money at whatever you're passionate about if you put in the time, energy, and effort to do that. But let me just say this real quick. Uh, when our revenue sharing plan first started, we were part of another company, okay, that we separated MWR, or what you see as Make Wealth Real right now, from that other company to become a standalone company. And we adopted a lot of the revenue sharing plan that they had. But even with that revenue sharing plan, there were a lot of gotchas, a lot of hoops and hurdles that you had to jump over, a lot of contingencies to it, a lot of fine print. And we wanted to eliminate all the gotchas, all of the things that would deter people or hold people back or demotivate them while they were building a business. You know, it's horrible to do something and think you're going to get one thing, but not read the fine print and find out that you're really going to get something different. We never wanted that scenario. And we wanted it simple enough to where everybody can understand it. One of the things that I noticed in this industry over years, and Damo and I have both built huge organizations of tens of thousands of people and other network marketing companies. And this is my fourth multi-million-dollar company that I built, not including two multi-million-dollar network marketing organizations. But we've seen all of that. We've seen all of that. And we've seen things be taken away from compensation plans. In 8 years, Mike, I'm really proud to say that we have done nothing but add money to the field and never taken away from the field. We have multiple times, we have made enhancements that put more money in people's pockets, or when we made those enhancements or those announcements, they were making more when they walked out of the room than when they came into the room. And sometimes even got a pay raise without even having to do any more to get it. Their next payment paid them more. Okay. And so those are the things that we wanted to accomplish. The other thing I will tell you is that we do things a little bit backwards here. Because we're a service related business, unlike a lot of companies that they're focused on their profit margins, we literally pay out almost 80% to the field and to our partners, meaning that we operate this company off of 20%. A lot of companies pay out about 20% or 20 to 50%, which is about what the normal average is. So we're doing it backwards because we realize the field, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the people that represented us. And we're fortunate to be in a position to where, yes, we are in this to make money, but it's not just about the money. I'm very fortunate to be in the position that I am financially because of years of doing what I've been able to do. But at the same time, we didn't need to make a fortune off of every single member. We'd rather make a small portion and give the majority back to the field, give the majority back to the people that are doing it day after day after day and making it happen, not just for us, but for themselves and their families. So I hope that answered the question, but we wanted something we would do ourselves, and be excited about.
And that's a great answer because you and I have both, and Adamo and a lot of our leaders have seen organizations that build a compensation model that benefits a handful of people or only benefits corporate. Your number one design benefit is to the QMD. It's to the marketing director in the field, and dare I say, in the cycle of daily pay, and that is also something very unusual in our business. And I know you're going to walk through the revenue plan, but our QMDs get paid first. They're the ones that get paid first. A lot of companies, the corporate gets paid first, or the products or the product providers get paid first, and whatever's left goes out to the field. Like you said, it's backwards from most organizations out there, and I don't think people realize just how special that is because every single day, uh, you don't pay corporate every single day. You don't pay product providers every single day, but you pay our QMDs how often?
Daily,
Every single
every single day.
day. Every
Yes.
single day. You know, we have everyday bills. You might as well have everyday pay. And Brian, I do have a bunch of other questions and comments, but I know you have planned to go through some quick illustrations, and I'm hoping that you also bring up that amazing income illustrator that's on our website. Some people probably don't even know it's there. So I'm going to hold my questions. I'm going to let you walk through those salient points. And let's hit on some of that. And daily pay and daily rank advancement, too, by the way, everyone. That is also very, very rare in our business. And that can affect you not just for today, but every single day for the rest of your career here with MWR. Hence the rank up and bank up promotion that's going on right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And Mike, I'm gonna go through this, but before I do, I want to say this. Guys, this is a business live, is what this is. We're talking business tonight. And I want you to understand business is about one thing. For successful businesses, it's all about supply and demand. And our opportunity is created because of supply and demand. When you can provide solutions to the biggest challenges being faced by the masses, and you can do it more affordable and more effective than anybody else, and then you combine that with what I firmly believe is the best revenue sharing plan in the industry, I would put our revenue sharing plan up against any other revenue sharing plan out there that has similar price points or lower. Okay. If you can find a revenue sharing plan where to be involved, it costs $149.97 a month, okay, to have all of our experts and everything, and or less, and that they pay out more than we do, I'd love to see it because I've never seen it. I've never seen it in this industry. And it's a bold statement to say you're the best. But I also have another statement, and that is if you can't back it up, it's probably made up. Okay. And we can back it up. And we're not scared to compare because we know what we put together is the best revenue sharing plan that we've ever seen. Doesn't mean you may not come up with something else, but I would hope it was legal. But because I don't know how you can do more and it be legal. But at the same time, I think that's a bold statement. And you guys, I want you to have that confidence. I want you to realize that what you're promoting is the best, and don't be afraid to compare it. Don't be afraid to compare it. If somebody says, "Well, I think our company pays out better," well, let's do the math. Let's look at it. You look at MWR, and literally, we don't make a profit until the second month when somebody joins MWR because we pay out so much upfront in different bonuses that literally we can lose money on a member or a QMD prior to ever making a profit because we want you guys to win up front. Okay. We want you to win first, and then we'll make a little bit down the road because we can do that because we know we have unbelievable retention with what we have to offer. Okay. So I wanted to share that with you. But Mike, going into this revenue sharing plan, I'm going to try to share my screen. I'm hoping that I can do that. Let's see. I'm going to do my screen. I'm going to share. Please let me know if you can see my screen, Mike.
I see a web page that says Zoom.
It does say Zoom. All right. Well, we're going to pull this up and let me see if I can't get into a presentation mode here. But guys, I'm going to do a high level overview. Okay. Because I don't want to keep you on here all night. We're not going to go in depth. I'm going to touch on the highlights of our revenue sharing plan. And you guys can check this out via your website, on your homepage under opportunity. You can see it there. And Matter of fact, well, I thought I had the site pulled up. I was going to pull it up and show you. But on your homepage of your website, you can go click on the link and you can review the revenue sharing plan for yourself. But what I'm going to do, Mike, I'm going to go through it very quickly here. Mike already talked about it. We have a daily pay structure. You have right now bills, you need right now money. We want you to know that when you do something with MWR, you're going to get paid for it every single day. Literally, when you earn most of our commissions that are in our revenue sharing plan, most of them pay daily, meaning that if you earn it today, okay, it goes into your commission report today, and it's in your bank account or on your MWR pay card, whichever one you choose through our e-wallet system, iPayout, which you can have it go directly to your bank account, or you can have it go onto your MWR Visa card, Visa pay card, within 4 days. So if you're constantly earning commissions, literally every day, you're able to start after that 4th day, you just keep getting paid day after day after day after day after day. Okay. So I love this. And you can read some of the information on these slides. I'm going to, again, cover the highlights. We also have customer bonuses. Whenever you bring in somebody with just our lifestyle and legacy membership, you personally enroll somebody, you earn a $50 customer bonus. Okay. They pay $149.97. You earn over 1/3 of that. So you get $50 on every single customer you personally enroll. Something we don't talk about a lot, Mike, and that is our Refer 3 and your membership is free. What a lot of people don't realize is we made it to where not only can our qualified marketing directors refer 3 customers outside of themselves, if they're one of their own customers, 3 customers, and their membership becomes free, meaning your $149.97 goes away, and for as long as those customers remain active. But also your customers can refer 3 and make their membership free. And whenever they refer someone, you get paid on their customers because they're not a QMD. They are not eligible to earn commissions. They're not a marketing director with MWR. They are just a customer, but it is a way for them to be able to make their membership free as well. So I love that. And I don't think a lot of people realize this when they get involved in MWR, that they can make their membership free just by referring 3 customers. How many people do you know that would like to keep more of the money that they make? How many people do you know that would like to have a team of experts that does all the work for them? How many people do you know that would like to have multiply their money, okay, with our precious metals and leverage contracts and appreciation and all of the different financial tools and services that we offer, and be able to do it with a guarantee that if we don't put more money back into their pocket within their first 30 days, we give them a full refund. So we eliminate all the risk to them. Okay. So this is a big deal. Now, the other thing is we have momentum bonuses, and we'll cover a little bit more of this in just a second, but we have a 30-day momentum bonus to where if you promote to an executive director, and we'll get to that in just a second, how you do that in your first 30 days, you can earn a 30-day momentum bonus of $150. If you promote to 2-star executive director in your first 60 days, you earn another $450. And if you promote to a 3-star executive director, which you can do with as few as 36 members on your team, okay, in your first 90 days, you can earn another $900 or an additional $900 for a total of $1,500 in momentum bonuses. Now, here's the great thing. You could do all of this in your first 30 days and earn the full $1,500, because these things pay out daily, just like everything else. Okay. So when you earn them, you get them. You don't have to wait 60 days. You can do it all in 30 days. You can do it all this week. And guess what? You get paid all these bonuses. Okay. So that's our momentum bonuses, designed to help you get off to a fast start. Then we have sponsor bonuses. And this is when you bring in somebody, a business partner, a marketing director, And whenever they become their own customer or they have one customer outside of their marketing director position, then they become qualified marketing directors. And that triggers a $50 sponsor bonus. Most people join with their own as a marketing director with their own membership, which makes them a qualified marketing director automatically. Okay. So you also can earn a $50 sponsor bonus, and they would be their own customer. So there's no customer bonus that pays to you on that. Okay. Now, in addition to our sponsor bonuses, we have our luxury residual income. Okay. And here are the qualifications for that. First, you want to rank up to qualify. And I'm going to go through this in just a second. But that's where you progress through our rank structure from executive director to national ambassador. We have 15 rank positions that you can achieve. This is going to allow you, each rank you hit is going to allow you to earn another level of daily residual income or luxury residual income from anywhere between $5,000 to $15,000 per day. Each leg of your business, and a lot of people get confused by this, but each leg of your business counts for up to 1/3 of the total team members needed to qualify for each rank level. Good example. If you were promoting to and I'll show you this in a second. I'm not going to go to that right now. I'll show you right now. We'll show you a perfect example. First of all, in order to qualify for luxury residual income with MWR, you need to meet the first qualification, and that is personally enrolling 3 qualified marketing directors plus 2 personal customers, one of which can be yourself. Okay, so I hope you caught that. One of which can be yourself. So you really only need 1 outside customer if you joined as a customer, as your own customer when you got started as a qualified marketing director. This would promote you to an executive director with MWR. That would have you earning $5 per day, $150 per month, or, and my screen thing is covering it, Mike, or that's a total of $1,825 per year. Now, I'm not going to go through every level of this, but what I am going to do is I'm going to show you something real quick. This goes from $5 a day all the way down to $15,000 per day, $450,000 per month, which is over $5.4 million per year. This is just one income stream alone. But there are a couple of things I want to point out to you real quick that I think are important. One, I already told you about our 3 and Free program, how you can make your business pay for itself or make your membership free. But when you get to 3 QMDs plus 2 personal customers, that $5 a day or $150 a month, that also allows you to be able to cover the cost of your membership. Meaning everything you do from this point forward is pure profit, because with this portion of it, you're actually making more money than what it cost you to participate with MWR. So now you have this unbelievable team of experts, all of these amazing strategies, experts doing the work for you. You're keeping more of the money you're making. You're multiplying your money. We're protecting your money. We're doing all these wonderful things for you, and it's all covered. It's all covered. Not coming out of your pocket, but you either earned it or you saved it through our membership and what our experts do for you, or you referred 3 customers and you got it for free. So there's multiple ways that your business and your membership can pay for itself. That's one of the things I wanted to point out. The other thing I wanted to do is explain our 1/3 rule. Like right here, to get to 2-star executive director, you have to have 12 total team members. Well, notice the first qualification is you have to have 3 personally enrolled QMDs. That's 3 legs of business, okay? These 12 could all be personally enrolled. You could have 3 people you enrolled, and each of those 3 people enrolled 3 people each, okay? And that would give you 12. But only 1/3 meaning 4 people have to come from each leg of your business in order for you to qualify, if that makes sense. Okay, I hope it does. So you can't have 12 in one leg of your business and qualify for this. It won't work. Okay, and we have to do that because if we played straight down like that, we would go broke as a company and there would be no revenue sharing plan. Okay, because we couldn't pay everybody that way. So there has to be a qualifier, but a very simple qualifier to meet. Okay. Now, at that level, you're making $20 a day, $600 a month, $7,300 per year. Now, that may not seem like a lot, but when I said we developed this revenue sharing plan so everybody could win, let's face it, most people in this industry never go out and build organizations of hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands of people. They just don't do it. So we wanted people to be able to win at a very small number. I want you to think about what $600 a month in residual income or $7,300 per year could mean to you and your family. That's either paying for a car payment, that is money you're able to now invest that you weren't before because maybe you were living paycheck to paycheck with your job. Okay, that's money you could use to accelerate your debt payoff. That's money that could be used for your children's education. That's money that can be used for anything because it's extra income on top of the income that you're already earning. Okay, and you did this on a very, very part-time basis. But for those of you that are more aggressive, I'm going to paint another picture for you. Let's talk about getting to a 6-figure income, a residual income, which you can do with as few as 480 members on your team. These can be a combination of customers or QMDs. Just think members. 480 members on your team, and you're making $300 a day, $9,000 per month, or over $109,000 per year. For most people on here, I would dare to say, considering the median income in this country is $56,000 per year, for most of you, that would be able to replace your JOB. That would put you into a position to where you're probably living a lifestyle that maybe you're not used to. Okay. And that is a very big deal. The other thing, when we were talking about being the best in the industry, I have never seen a revenue sharing plan that with just 480 team members. And guess what? You didn't put all those people in yourself. I'm going to give you a scenario here in a minute to show you how this works. But this is a collective effort. You showed a few MWR who shared it with a few, who shared it with a few, who referred a few others, who referred a few others, and it became a team of 480 members. Not you had to go get 480 yourself. It's a team that did this, meaning you're capitalizing on leverage. You're leveraging the ability to be able to make money with other people. And everything they do can affect your income, and what you do to help them or support them can affect their income. Okay? I love this concept. Unlike corporate America, where people are fighting, to get to a higher level, and the people above you never want to tell you what they know. In this industry, you're part of a community that wants you to win, Okay. And so this, to me, is one of the most exciting things about our program is the simplicity of getting to the income level you want or need without having to have tens of thousands of people to do it. I will tell you this, and I can say this now because the company no longer exists. I built a huge organization with a company called Excel Communications back years ago. Tens of thousands of people in our organization, a little over 30,000 members throughout the United States in our organization. I barely made this amount of money monthly in residual income because we were making 5 and 10 cents off of people's long distance phone bills. Okay. I barely made $9,000 a month with over 30,000 people in my organization. You guys are able to do it with as few as 480 members on your team. Okay. So I hope that excites you. And I hope you understand why we like to brag about how great our revenue sharing plan is and how simple it is to get to the income level you want. Maybe that's a lofty number. Maybe millions of dollars, like you see down here, is a lofty number. Maybe you just need to make an extra $3,000 a month. You can do that with as few as 90 members on your team. What does $1,500 a month do for you with as few as 36 members on your team? If you shared it with three, you shared it with three, you shared it with three, you'd have 39 members on your team. You'd be making $1,500 a month in part-time residual income. Here's the other thing I'm going to highlight about our residual income. A residual income is only as good as the company's retention. Okay? Many of you have experienced this, where you've been involved in other companies and you helped 4 people get started this month and you had to replace 3 of them next month. Okay? Because what they did and what they offered and how their systems work did not retain those members. All right? MWR is proud that we have what I believe, and I've not seen a hire, doesn't mean there isn't, okay? But our annual retention rate as of about, and I'm going off of about 4 months ago because I haven't even looked lately, okay? Just because of the growth we're experiencing. But our annual retention rate was at that time 62.4% annual retention rate. 62.4%. Do you know what the industry average is? 15 to 25%. Google it. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. So what that means is there are so many opportunities where you have to spin plates. You constantly have to fight attrition. You're constantly replacing people that are quitting. You've got to stay ahead of attrition to keep your income growing. Here, you have time to build because what we do puts more money in people's pockets than what it costs them to participate, which means they stick around. They stick around. They want to be involved. They don't want to give up their membership. If they give up their membership and their business, they give up their tax breaks. They give up their deductions. They give up all of the access to the experts. They give up the services and the experts that are working for them where they're already starting to see results. They give all of that up. They give up the ability to be able to make more money, okay, with a program that provides more solutions and solves more problems for the masses than just about any other any other financial program I've ever seen, but just about any other product or service that I've ever seen, okay? Because when you deal with money, money solves a majority of people's financial issues. And that's what people have the most of, financial issues, okay? So with that, that is our residual income. Now, on top of that, we also have lifestyle bonuses to where you can earn unlimited $300 weekly bonuses for every 6 new QMDs enrolled by your team Monday through midnight on Sunday. Okay, you must be an active 2-star executive director or above to qualify. And the qualifying QMDs out of those 6 enrollments must be outside of any other 2-star executive directors or above already existing in your organization. Don't want to get complicated about that, okay? But I do want you to know that these bonuses are there and they add up. I mean, you could have literally 12 people join your team that are all outside of any other 2-star executive directors in your organization, and you could make $600 this week, and you didn't know any of them. Or you could have put them all in yourself and made that. Okay? I love the leverage that this provides, and I love the ability for you to benefit from multiple people's efforts instead of just your own. Same with our residual. Now, on top of this, we also have our legacy bonuses. Now, this starts at 3-star executive director. just like what you saw right here in our in our luxury ranks. As you hit these ranks in your luxury ranks, you'll look at the 3-star executive director here, takes 36 team members. When you hit that, okay, that rank, not only do you get a luxury rank, luxury residual rank, or a luxury rank, you also earn your legacy rank, okay? And this legacy rank at 3-star executive director, when you hit that level, you now make an additional $30, can make an additional $30 on every QMD that joins your organization through unlimited levels. If you personally enrolled them, you just got, and Mike pointed this out to me earlier, you just got a 60% pay increase. Instead of a $50 sponsor bonus, you're now getting a $50 sponsor bonus plus a $30 legacy bonus. And then when they go put in 3 people, guess what? You just made 90 bucks. They did it, but you made 90 bucks off what they did. And if those 3 went and put 3 in, that would be 9 more people. 9 times 30, you just made another $270. Those 9 people go put 3 in. You just made 27 times 30. Mike, I'm running out of math here. I'm 810 or something like that. $810. Okay. And you may not have known any of them.
It adds up, Brian, and I apologize for interrupting, but I have got to plug our rank up and bank up promo right now, because you made that bonus, that 3-star executive legacy rank bonus, easier to get, because if you hit 2-star executive director, Brian's going to bump your legacy rank up to 3-star, which means you're going to start getting that bonus earlier. This is why people are so
I was going to cover that at the
promotion.
end, Mike, so we could use this for training, but that's okay. I'm glad you did it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. But let me go back, because I'm going to show that real quick. Okay. Guys, right now, I told you it takes 36 team members to get to a 3-star executive director. But because of our rank up and bank up promotion, which we'll talk about both those things here in just a minute, now, when you hit 2-star executive director, if you do that between August 1st and September 30th with 12 members on your team, whether you went out and got these 12 yourself, and I don't know what I just did, Mike, I just got out of the whole presentation. Let's see. Okay. When you go get those 12 yourself, or your team gets 12, we're going to, I told you, whatever you rank up here is what your rank will be on your legacy rank, because you have 2 ranks, luxury rank and a legacy rank. Well, now if you hit 2-star executive director on your luxury rank, we're going to bump up your legacy rank to 3-star executive director. So instead of having to get 36 people, you could, on your team, you could literally get to 12 between now and September 30th, or August 1st and September 30th. 12 members on your team, promote to 2-star executive director. You would be a 2-star executive director on your luxury rank, but we're going to upgrade your legacy rank to a 3-star executive director. Here's what's so powerful about this. Our legacy ranks, what's so exciting about them? The reason they're legacy ranks is because once you earn them, you can never go backwards. See, you have to maintain your luxury residuals, because that's a residual income. But when you hit these legacy ranks, or we upgrade your legacy rank, once you get there, you own them. You are going to stay there. And as long as you remain active and qualified, you will never lose that position and that rank, which I think is amazing. So, and that's why they're legacy ranks. The other reason they're legacy ranks is because they pay multiple generations, which, what's a legacy? Legacies are all about leaving money for the next generation. Okay. So it pays multiple generations, meaning it pays through unlimited levels of your organization. Okay. And these bonuses go all the way from $30 up to $150 for every new QMD that joins your organization through unlimited levels just by hitting these ranks. So what do you want to do this month or before September 30th? You want to hit the highest luxury rank you possibly can, because you're going to get the next legacy rank. So if you get to 5-star executive director, we're going to bump your legacy rank to a regional director. You're now earning $60. Think about that. 10 people joined your organization. You were fully coded to them. You earned $600, and you may not even know who they are. Okay. I love that. Another form of leverage, allowing you to benefit from multiple people's efforts instead of just your own. Okay. So you can look up the details on all of these things. I'm going to skip over. We also have a split legacy bonus, meaning that whenever someone ranks up in your organization, let's say you're a 5-star executive director and they're they hit 3-star executive director. Well, you would be earning $50, but they would now pick up $30. But instead of cutting you out, you get the difference. You get the difference. So they would get $30 of the total $50 that's being paid out. You would get the difference of $20. Okay. So it didn't cut you off. It's also an incentive to stay ahead of your organization. Okay. To continue growing and advancing with MWR. Okay. Now, with that, we also have MWR Fundable 360 referral bonuses or referral income. Okay. And you must be an active and qualified MWR marketing director to earn the following MWR Fundable 360 bonuses. I'm just going to go over these bonuses very quickly. $400 referral bonus. You receive a $400 referral bonus for each business you refer that enrolls with MWR Fundable 360, including your own. So if you joined MWR as a qualified marketing director, you want to participate in our guaranteed unsecured business funding, guaranteed up of $50,000 minimum in unsecured business funding, credit and funding. Then if you participate in that, you're going to get a $400 referral bonus, your own. Now, if any of the QMDs that you personally enroll participate, or they refer other businesses that are outside of MWR to participate with our business credit and funding, okay, you're going to earn a 100% matching bonus of $400. Now, Mike, this used to be, because of our rank up and bank up promotion that's happening to September 30th, this after September 30th will go back to 25%, meaning instead of making $400 in a matching bonus, you would have only made $100 because you would only make 25% of what the referral bonus was. Okay. Right now, you make 100% or the same $400 for anybody that enrolls in MWR Fundable 360 between August 1st and September 30th. And this is all building up to our precious metals leveraging that is getting ready, contracts, which are getting ready to start happening at the beginning of October. Okay. And so that's why we're doing this. On top of that, the same legacy bonuses that we showed you before for building a team of qualified marketing directors, okay, also applies to this, to where you can earn $30 up to $150 in legacy bonuses for QMDs or businesses that enroll for MWR Fundable 360 that are referred by anybody in your organization through unlimited levels. Okay, so another form of revenue for you is our MWR Fundable 360 referral income. Now, we also have a Millionaire Residual Income Ring Club, when you hit 2-star regional director with us, making $9,000 a month or over 8,400 per month, which is a 6-figure residual income, you join our Millionaire Residual Income Club. And that man's ring doesn't really look like the rings that we have. This is what the rings look like, okay? And they are hot. This is an item that everybody wants. Now, I shared with you that. I'm going to skip here, and this is going to go a little longer, guys, than normal, okay? Because I want all of this out there, and I'm going to show you a few other things, and we're going to get out of here. You guys can read all about enrollment and placement team, commission qualification. There's no gotchas, no hoops and hurdles. But let's talk about our income simulator. And I got to say one other thing, Mike. If you do not hear anything else that I say tonight, okay, pay close attention to this. We did an analysis on our system, and we came up with something that was absolutely amazing. We have 13 people in MWR, some that are no longer with us, meaning that I know one of them has passed away, which is very unfortunate, but we were able to pass on an income to his family that they continue to get, okay? But what I was going to say is we have 13 millionaire residual income ring earners, and that are making over $9,000 a month, up to $50,000 per month, okay? Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. In our analysis, I told you you have to be making $9,000 a month to be a millionaire residual income ring earner. The statistic that we came up with, there is only one of those people, only one person in MWR currently that has sponsored more than 30 people that has not became a millionaire residual income ring earner. And that one person is, or one couple, I should say, is very close to making that happen. Now, I hope you heard what I said. There is only one person, one couple in MWR that has personally sponsored more than 30 people that has not yet became a millionaire residual income ring earner. Meaning every single person that has personally enrolled 30 or more people in MWR has became a millionaire residual income ring earner. If I don't know about you, but if I heard that number and that statistic, I would be running like my hair is on fire to get to 30 as personally enrolled qualified marketing directors as quickly as I possibly could. That was just recently discovered over the last couple of months, and I've not shared it with anybody because it shocked the heck out of me.
Brian, that is amazing. That is, everyone needs that needs to be your initial goal, is to hit, you know what, enroll 30. And Brian, you're going to show everyone how powerful duplication is, and you don't have to have 100% duplication.
No, you don't. And let's get to that really quickly. Guys, every single one of you have what is called an income simulator, MWR income goal simulator. And I'm going to give you an example of how this works, okay? How our revenue sharing plan works. Let's look at this. Let's say you want to make $12,000 a month, okay? Well, if you personally enrolled 12, hold on, let me refresh this. I'm just going to show it the way it shows it. Matter of fact, let's just go for the 6-figure residual income real quick. Okay. Do you realize that if you wanted to make $9,000 a month, which is over $109,000 a year, you only need 480 members on your team in order to do that? We just talked about that. Well, let's say you went out and you enrolled 12 personally enrolled QMDs, okay? And one customer, one outside customer, because remember, you have to have at least one outside customer. All right. And everyone on your team did half of what the person who enrolled them did. Okay. Meaning all 12 of the people that you enrolled only did half of what you did. So they all enrolled 6. That would mean that you'd have 72 people on your first level. Okay. Then those 72 only did half of that, meaning those 72 only enrolled 3 each, or an average of 3 each. Some of them may have enrolled 1, some of them may have enrolled none, some of them may have enrolled 12, some of them may have enrolled 6. It's an average of 3 each. Doesn't mean it has to be a perfect world scenario, which is why this income goal simulator is so special to us and so important, because it shows a real world scenario. Virtually every revenue sharing plan you ever look at shows a perfect world scenario. If you enrolled 3, who enrolled 3 each, who enrolled 3 each, who enrolled 3 each, and everybody did exactly the same thing, which will never happen. It will never happen. Okay. If that was the case, okay, that would be a perfect world scenario. We know it's not a perfect world. So we said, let's show if people just did half, or you can adjust it and show if people just did 30% or 20%, duplicated at 20% throughout your organization, or whatever percentage you want to show. But just looking at this through 3 levels of your business, you would be a 2-star regional director making $9,000 in monthly luxury residual income, and you would have legacy bonuses or a legacy rank of 2-star regional director as well, making you $70 for every new QMD, up to $70 for every new QMD that joins your organization through unlimited levels. This is showing your organization duplicating at 50%. Let's say it did it at 25%. Okay. Your goal's 9,000. Your goal's 9,000, and it only duplicated at 29%. Well, you fell short, but you still are making $3,000 a month. You're still a 4-star executive director. But how can you control this? This is what I love. This is up to you. Your duplication is based on what you do personally. It all starts with you. I just told you there's only one couple in the company that has sponsored 30 or more QMDs, qualified marketing directors, that has not hit 2-star regional director, not making $9,000 a month, but they're very close. It's getting ready to happen. Everybody else that has personally sponsored 30 or more QMDs in their career with MWR has become a millionaire residual income ring earner, making over $9,000 a month in residual income with as few as 480 members on their team. Let's say you take this number to 24. Guess what? You're making your $9,000 a month. What if you took it to 20? You're still making 9,000, even at 25% duplication. At 25%, not 50%, 25% duplication. I am telling you, and I need you to hear me loud and clear, every single one of you. I don't care if you're throwing people against the wall just to see them stick. I do care. I don't want you doing that, but I'm giving you an example. We want to support people. But if that's all you did and you only averaged 25% duplication based on the ones that said, I'm going to run with this, grabbed a hold of it, plugged in, started using our services, plugged into our mentoring and coaching and educational calls and lives, and you got 25% duplication, you're still making that amount of money. $9,000 a month. That's only one of our income streams I've showed you. Only one. to 12,000. I like this number. It's 144,000 a year, and it allows you. Can you see me, Mike? All right. Okay. I just
I
got an
got you. Yeah, you froze for
unstable.
a second.
Yeah, I got an unstable connection there. But let's say this 30 we were talking about. Oops, you overshot the mark. At 25% duplication, you could be making over $19,500 per month. But we were only shooting for 12,000. I'm sorry, you're making more. Okay.
Brian, this is the most powerful tool I've ever seen when it comes to planning and goal setting, and it reduces it to something so simple. And the statistics of this company back it up, because you know the 100% duplication does not exist. We're realists. This is where the leadership of Brian House flows through, based on decades of experience, based upon not selling pie in the sky, based on being real and transparent with people to show them, look, we're not banking on 100% duplication. We're banking on 50, 25, 15, 10. You can plug in whatever number. And those of you that have an organization and you can check your duplication, you can plug that number in and see what it will take. You can plug in your personally enrolled QMDs and add one at a time to see the impact that it has. Brian,
Yeah.
you put it so eloquently. Duplication is not just a word, and it starts with you and what you do. You know, people are
You
going to do
can't
what you do,
duplicate
not
zero,
what you
Mike.
say.
You can't duplicate zero.
Well, you can, but you just not the result you want.
Well, I said earlier, and I'm going to say this, and then we're going to finish real quick, okay? Because I've got one more slide that I want to show you guys. And I highly recommend you use this tool, that you plug in the numbers. But we have a 12, 6, 3, 2, 1 scenario, okay? That gets you to $12,000 per month. You personally enroll 12, whether that takes you 12 months, 12 weeks, 12 days, 12 hours, whatever. I recommend the 12 days or within the between now and September 30th. Because if you went and personally enrolled 12 yourself and you're brand new, let me show you what would happen. I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to show you. Okay. With our rank up and bank up promotion, you can go from zero to hero. Okay. Imagine just starting with MWR and following our proven 12, 6, 3, 2, 1 income example. Again, that's every level of your organization duplicating at 50% of what the level above did or what their sponsor did. Okay. 50%. Now, with that, by personally sponsoring 12 qualified marketing directors during this promotion, you can achieve significant income and rank advancements, building a solid foundation for your financial future. That's all lovely wording. Let me just go ahead and tell you the facts. You sponsored 12 people personally. Let me show you how all of these income streams work together. That's $600 in immediate $50 sponsor bonuses. $50 for each of your 12. That's $600. In momentum bonuses, you would secure an additional $600 in a $150 and $450 momentum bonus. Now you're at $1,200. Not to mention, you just secured a luxury residual income of $600 every single month. Money that comes in month after month after month for something you did one time. One time. Okay? That's $1,800 right there. Now, if all of those people decided, I want to be able to use the bank's money, I want to be able to use MWR Fundable 360 and the bank's money to be able to buy precious metals that produce monthly returns that can pay back the bank and pay me at the same time, okay, while my precious metals are appreciating at anywhere between 17 to 60% annually, okay, which is unbelievable what we're doing with that. I want to be able to accelerate that with MWR Fundable 360. I want to be able to use the bank's money on top of all this money I'm making with MWR. Okay. If all those people participated in that, that's another $4,800 in potential MWR Fundable 360, $400 matching referral bonuses instead of $100, thanks to our Bank Up promo. Not to mention, as we said before, this would allow you to achieve a 2-star executive director luxury rank. And through our Rank Up promo that's going on till September 30th, you would receive a 3-star executive director legacy rank, qualifying you for an additional $30 legacy bonus on all the QMDs that join your organization through unlimited levels. That's how all of this works together. That's over $6,400 in money with just 12 people that you personally enroll. Guys, that's all I've got for you. I will say this. I said before, business is all about supply and demand. We are providing the solutions that the masses need to money. That's what we're doing, okay? And when you provide solutions to the masses that help them solve the biggest challenges in their life, and you can do it faster, better, and more affordable than anybody else without cutting quality of service, you stand to make a fortune when you combine it with a revenue sharing plan like this. But here's the catch. Here's the catch. You could have the greatest thing since sliced bread. The greatest thing since sliced bread. But if you never told anybody about it, it's worthless. You won't make a dime. So with that, let's get loud about what we're doing at MWR, because you guys have the best opportunity on the planet. I'm not saying that because I'm the CEO. I'm saying that because I would much rather be out in the field building with you, because I know how powerful this is, than I would sitting in an office making sure all these things are put together to make sure that you have this opportunity. But you have it. You just have to take advantage of it. With that said, guys, Mike, thank you so much. I see you got your sunglasses on.
Brian, I told you it was hot.
It is hot. It is hot, and it just got a lot hotter. But I hope you guys got a ton out of this. We will get this recording out, but I am going to say this. Be on these lives, because we're not going to send out every recording. The goal is to max out these lives. And I noticed that some people are getting comfortable with us sending out recordings. MWRexperts.com is for our members. If it's a live we want to share with the public, we will take it and put it on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel. We will stream it to the rest of the world, and you can share it that way. But when it comes to these, we want everybody to be on here and not be dependent to get a video sent out afterwards, okay? Take notes, take this information down, because it is extremely, extremely valuable. With that said, we will get this one out quickly, because it's a lot of great information for you guys, not because I shared it, because it shares itself. It sells itself. You don't have to sell with MWR. You just share it because the information is powerful enough. With that said, guys, have a great night. Have a great rest of the week. Let's knock this promotion out of the park, because you deserve it. And we appreciate every single one of you. Love you guys. We'll see you next Thursday. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Brian. Thanks, Ndamo. Our AI was in the background the whole time.
Yes, he was. Thanks, Ndamo.
No challenge. Thank you.
All right. See you, buddy.